Hello, everybody. It's me, Carmine DiStefano, the Bookman. How long has it been since I've done that? Well, I just got back from watching Fantastic Four First Steps. And before I get into that, I want to talk about the trailers for a second because there were a lot of them. It took a long time to get this movie started. And the best part about it is the screen stretches, the volume kind of goes up, the lights go down, and then listen. There are two things I'm sick of, and one of them is this new obsession with the Avatar movies. Dude, it was another James Cameron forbidden love in some other world. It was cheesy, predictable. There were a couple of decent scenes, but the whole thing was just trash. He hasn't made a good movie since Terminator 2. Just let's call it what it is. He's not any good. And you got to make another Running Man. Remake's got to go. I am the biggest Naked Gun fan. I will not go see the new one, even with Liam Neeson in it. And why do I want to see a new Running Man? It's based off of a Stephen King book, and Stephen King has great writing ability, terrible storyteller. His stories fucking suck. Okay? So I had no idea Running Man was one of his, but Running Man was terrible. It was absolutely atrocious. The idea of it was stupid. Everything about it sucks. So why would I want to see one without Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was the only endearing part to it? It was the only entertaining aspect of Running Man. Hello, cutie pie. Here to split. I mean, if it doesn't have that, what's the point? But I hope you leave enough room for my face. So watching these trailers just makes me lose my head. I don't care for these trailers. They're all terrible. And I'll say it again. The only place you can go to now is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm sorry. I know that offends a lot of the anti-woke wannabe males and everything on YouTube. And really, when I watch these films, especially the Marvel ones, I just keep saying to myself, these YouTube influencers, none of whom have earned the right to be there. They've earned the right in terms of how much money they spend to make their voices prominent. They are ruining everything. And then they're complaining that everything is ruined. Well, you're the ones ruining it because they listen to you before they listen to me. Okay? I put as much money in this channel as my camera costs, as the video games I review. That's as much as I can afford. I can't afford all the cheap free subscribers or extra subscribers. I can't afford the promotions. I don't have a crew. It's just me hitting record. So I can't help. As much as I'm trying to, I can't help. Like and subscribe, and maybe I can. Because Fantastic Four First Steps was a breath of fresh air. Okay? Sacrifice. Love and sacrifice. And also change, transition. How life goes through a circular pattern and how we evolve. That's really what it kind of it's a little bit of all that, but mostly it was about sacrifice for love and family. And it was done really well. It was done really well. Now, I know that somebody made it seem as though it was Sue Storm saving everybody. Sue Storm didn't have to save everybody. Sorry to tell you that. People will see it that way if they have their anti-woke antennae up and they notice, oh, wait, she did all that. She didn't save anything. Okay? She did. She saved her child. But just in case all you so-called males, you little pussies, that think everything is about the message and whatever stupid shit you just insist over and over because you have to be right, even though you're not, even though you're completely wrong in so many different ways, especially about the United States being run by women. Obviously, you're a buffoon. It's not. It's the most misogynistic shithole in the entire planet. But whatever the case, I don't want to upset you, but Franklin Richards is the most powerful being in this universe. And he's male. And most of the Fantastic Four, male. Galactus is male. So the most powerful beings are males. You okay? Is that all right? Is that okay for you guys? So don't try to pull that one, all right? You will. Somebody's already trying it. Somebody mentioned something about Johnny Storm. He teaches himself an alien language. So obviously he's not a buffoon. Obviously it's not perfect timing helicopter. Obviously it's not the cheesy, stupid ass, garbage original Fantastic Four, which I only liked because Jessica Alba's clothes came off. And obviously it's not that wannabe dark shit. It was a legitimate film that was also a legitimate comic film. It was everything that DC has been incapable of making ever. Ever. Because even if you like the Tim Burton Batman, Batman can't move his fucking head. How is that Batman? He doesn't know why he's doing what he's doing. How is that Batman? Why is it that he's just some really sad child that's trying to fight back and some? No, that's not Batman. And they got none of the villains right. It's like, yeah, that's probably the best Joker on film is Jack Nicholson, but it's just Jack Nicholson. It's not like the Joker, Penguin was Killer Croc. I mean, and none of those movies had real plot. It was the same plot over and over again. Freaks that nobody likes. It's Tim Burton movie. That's all Tim Burton movie ever is. He made The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and turned it into about freaks nobody likes. That's all he does. And then, of course, the Joel Schumacher was like neon green and pink. And wait, we're doing what again? Does Batman? Or if you like the Christopher Nolan ones, listen, I do not ever take away what Christopher Nolan did for comic book movies. He made them events. But can you stop preaching, please? Just stop with your preaching. Do you want to be a director, writer, or do you want to be a college professor? Nobody needs to know. Yes, it's a professional, and we all know it's not about what you are or who you are. It's what you do that define. Yeah, we got it. Can we move on, please? It's just too much that shit. DC never gets their characters right. They're always trying to make new ones. Marvel makes legitimate films, for the most part, that are also legitimate comic films. And this was a legitimate comic film. So definitely I would yes, let's do this right now at 10 o'clock at night. Thank you very much, guys. Definitely I would suggest it. It's a lot longer than I thought it was originally, but man, does it move forward. And it is like pretty much all the Fantastic Four comics I've read to research this, where there's a big problem and Reed Richards has to figure it out. And that's really what it comes down to. They show you exactly why he is the smartest man and all that. But for those of you that were smart enough to take my word and see Thunderbolts, a lot of you are outside the United States. Few of you were in the United States because outside the United States, they appreciate legitimate films. You would note that the post-end credits scene there does not coincide with this one. Whatever you thought from the trailers was happening is not what's going to happen. But there are two post-credit scenes. The second one's up to you. I always go and stay for the entirety of it. But the first one's really interesting. If you haven't seen it yet on TikTok or whatever. It's really interesting. And it makes you wonder. It makes you think. So, yeah, I would definitely suggest it. It was a lot of fun. It was also legitimately good. It's the only thing you're getting from Hollywood right now, unless you want to see Dakota Fanning's sister as an android with half a body with a predator. I mean, if you want to see that, cool. I'm sure there's a wondrous plot that's told in the cinematography and everything like that. And the Avatar movie, Naked Gun, the thing with Leonardo DiCaprio now playing a burnout military man trying to find his daughter. It's Taken again, just with Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, you want to go see these things, you go right the hell ahead. I'm sure all of you think they're so much better than whatever. All you got is Marvel. That's all you got, folks. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm not a comic book guy. I'm not a Marvel guy. I am just telling you facts. You can take them as you want. I would definitely suggest seeing this movie. You're not going to be disappointed. I thank you all for watching. More for you soon to come. So stay tuned, take care, and have a great